Welcome everyone to the International Youth Silent Film Awards. We're going to get started and interview some filmmakers that are here right now. Hello, can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Ben.
I'm Sveta.
And what was the name of your film?
The Unusual Suspects.
Yeah, so The Unusual Suspects. Benjamin's my little actor who acted in the film, and I filmed it.
So amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about what the film is?
So I'm the detective, and there's a detective who's needing to find a donut, and there's another little girl who's supposedly stolen the donut. Oh, sorry, the donut has been stolen. I'm so sorry. And just as we go through.
He's done a really good job of explaining it. Basically, a detective has a case, and the case is to find the missing donut. What's going to happen? That's basically it.
What was the inspiration behind your film?
I don't know. I don't really know.
The mood of the audience, I saw your film and it's very playful, it's very ominous. What is the message you want to send to audiences who are going to be watching this?
When I made the film, I wanted to use little kids because I know how fun they are. Like, he's adorable and cute, right? We know how that's going to bode. So I wanted to make a film that was a serious sort of film, but kind of subvert the genre and make it just a little bit fun and playful to just kind of capture the audience interest. Oh, no fall. There you go.
No, that's perfect. Do you want to be an actor when you grow up?
Before, no, but there's something that I should go down. I have a feeling that I should go down that path of being an actor. But so
yeah,
yes, I guess so.
No, yeah, that's so wonderful. I can't wait to see your film on the big screen. Thank you so much for sharing what the film was about. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you inside. Hello. Hello, it's great to meet you. Can you tell me your names?
I'm Nathaniel.
I'm Dominic.
It's nice to meet you both. What is the name of your film?
The Remote. He's my actor.
Oh, that's so amazing. Can you tell us what your film is about?
My film is about this kid being super lazy and wanting to watch TV, and so he grabs a remote and he leads them across time. So it's a really great time travel movie.
Oh, that's so. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, I'm a major movie nerd, so Back to the Future, Never-Ending Story, Truman Show type thing, where it was just like, trippy. So yeah, I wanted to draw inspiration from some of my favorite movies.
Yeah. What do you want to do filmmaking as a career?
Yes, I would love to be a big-time movie director, but right now I'm going to college for it, so learning all the editing and directing and all that stuff. So yeah,
what college are you going to?
Portland Community College.
Oh, that's great. You'll be right here in town. Yeah. How was it acting in your movie?
It was a little bit difficult. He's my brother and everything, so but it was really fun. I had a lot of fun working with him.
How was the relationship with working at this movie together? Was there some strife? Did you guys work well together?
Oh, 100%. After 50 takes, he gets mad at me. But hey, I kept reminding him, hey, look, we're to get here. I'm gonna win. And he says, yeah, okay, let's do it. And so we're pretty good. We're pretty good. He put up with me.
Are you confident going into this? You think you're gonna win, definitely.
For the regionals, I knew I was gonna win. That's my gut feeling. For this one, there's so many great films here. I have no idea. I didn't expect to be here. So, yeah.
For sure. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Oh, I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad. They're awesome. They helped pay for my college and really supported me through all my stuff. So thank you guys.
That's so heartwarming. I can't wait to see your guys' film in there.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Drew Brown from Adelaide, Australia.
Oh my gosh, it's so great that you're here. What is your film?
My film's called The Bradman Curse, and it's basically about this student who gets sucked into a book and becomes a character in that book.
And I saw that in your film you were playing cricket, were you?
Yeah.
Do you like playing cricket?
Yeah, I love it. It's my second passion, which is why it was something I really wanted to include in this film. I had a co-filmmaker as well, and we both love cricket, so yeah, it worked really well for that.
That's so amazing. What is the message you want to send to audiences through your film?
Well, in my film, I wanted it to be like the audience could get their own interpretation of different, because we threw a lot of little storylines and plot points out there that, I liked the idea that they could, get their own interpretation of what the story's trying to say.
Yeah, I think everyone will get something from your film. It's super amazing. Is anyone you wanna thank for being here?
Well, obviously my co-filmmaker Riley, who unfortunately couldn't make it out here today. He was a huge part of the process, so yeah, huge thanks to him. And obviously my family for coming out to support me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I can't wait to see your film inside. Yeah, thank you so much. Nice to meet you as well. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Alea. It's nice to meet you, Maya.
It's nice to meet you too. What is the name of your film?
My film's name is Gifted.
And what is it about?
It's about a girl with her best friend who wants to get something, in the way that she is able to buy it for her, she discovers her gift as well.
Oh, that's so great. I have to say, you look so beautiful today. Thank you so much. What made you want to go into filmmaking?
So I feel like I was always a little bit creative, and I thought I was going to go into like chemistry or something like that, but then I started making videos when COVID hit, and I was like, I kind of want to do this, like, if I'm going to have a career, I'm going to do something I enjoy. So that's how I knew I wanted to do film.
What did you learn when making this film, like throughout this process?
Oh, it was my first time working on this big of a project by myself. So getting everyone together and also like editing it all by myself was, I learned how to like time manage, and also like being in charge of transportation. If I wanted people to be like at a certain spot at a certain time, they're like, well, can I have a ride? I learned how to like take care of others while also getting my film in return.
Yeah. So did you take the lead on all aspects of your film, or did you kind of delegate the tasks?
So I kind of had the main base of what I wanted it to be, but I would ask like the main actresses, I'd be like, so do you think we should add this to it, or should we change this up? And they were like really fluid with like changing things or going with the flow. If one thing didn't work out, like one of our props couldn't like make it to where we needed to be, so we were able to like come up with something on the spot. So they were really like helpful with that, and even teachers got involved with stuff too.
What was your favorite part about making this film?
Ooh, my favorite part would have to be getting around with people at my school, like knowing this is so random, my AP literature teacher came in as like a star guest for one of the parts, or like my photography teacher let me use one of her items as a prop. Like just having people at my school involved and like interested in what I was making. So
That's so amazing. Do you have a lot of support from your school that are supporting you being here?
yeah, I'm actually president of the film club, where I was. Now I'm graduated. So they were all like rooting for us, because we actually went to the film festival last year, and this is the first time we made it this far. So them being like, oh, good luck, good luck. Now that I'm going to Portland, like here, I actually missed graduation. It's like, yeah,
my
it was
gosh, to be
yesterday.
here?
Yes, it was yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
So-
Well, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you inside, and I can't wait to watch your film, Gifted. Yeah, thank you so much. Hello. Can you tell me your names?
Yeah, I'm Hayden Shoup.
I'm Izzy Michael Owens.
I'm Caden Schroger.
What was your film?
Our film's called Home.
And can you tell me a little bit about your film?
So the premises of our film is like this world full of like structure and rules, and overall just a lot of control over everyone. But then there's this like passage into a new world where this kid finds like a new meaning of life, and like if home is really a physical place.
Yes, and in your film, there's a woman in a red cloak. What does that symbolize?
The woman in the red cloak, basically, the whole idea was basically to like question, like, is home really a place, or can it be like where your feelings are? And the red cloak was really just, it was snowy, and we wanted some contrast, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does home mean to you?
Home to us, we were just talking about, means basically, like kind of like a chosen family kind of a thing. We like that term, where even though maybe this kid has been born and raised in this world of structure, his heart is in this world of creativity and color. So home is like where your heart is, you know?
And what made your heart say that you wanted to go into filmmaking?
my dad actually helped me a lot with everything. Just really got me into just cinematography and everything. I just love being creative and being able to express it like visually. It's really just really cool for me.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go into filmmaking as well, being actors or producers?
Yeah, my parents have always raised me on like film, and my parents have always been actors, so I've loved acting from a really young age, and I've always watched films and just thought about like what goes into that and just how amazing acting is really.
Yeah, that's kind of the same. I always kind of look at what kind of goes into all those films and stuff like that. I actually do a bit of filming outside of everything, and then yeah, I like doing all that sort of stuff.
What is your guys' favorite movie that maybe has inspired you through this, or that you just really love?
Let's see. I think a big movie for me that would probably inspire my filmmaking in general is probably going to be The Matrix. Just like.
I love The Matrix. Yeah, great choice. How about you guys?
I don't really have one. I kind of like everything.
No, that's great. How about you?
I don't know if I necessarily have one movie that has inspired me to go into filmmaking. I've always just loved like old movies and stuff like that. But I do have a favorite movie, and it's The Breakfast Club.
Oh, yes.
I think it's so iconic. I don't know.
Such a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's so great. I can't wait to see Home on the big screen, and I'll see you guys in there. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. You can, yeah, thank you so much. Hello. I love your outfit. Can you tell me your name?
Corbin.
Corbin, it's nice to meet you. What is your film?
My film is Grumps' Retribution.
And what is it about?
It's about my grandpa getting revenge on me because I stole one of his lemons in his backyard.
So what is the message you want to tell audiences through your film?
Don't steal my grandpa's lemons.
Don't steal your grandpa's lemons. Have you tried to steal something from your grandpa in the past?
I'm sure I have, and the reason I haven't done it since is because I'm sure he dealt with it.
Okay, that sounds great. What are some things that inspired you to make this movie?
Well, I was first introduced to it in my video production class at my high school. But filming in general, I've always had a passion for because it's been in my family for a while. My dad is an editor for movie trailers, and my mom's on the finance side of it. And I was born in LA, so I was kind of born into it.
Oh my goodness, that's so amazing. What are you hoping that audience take from your movie? Like, yeah.
Really, to just enjoy it. I haven't really thought about it actually.
No, that's so. I think that it will be very fun to see your movie on the big screen. How was your trip to get here?
Well, I live close by, so this is only a 30-minute drive.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds great. I can't wait to see your movie in there, and yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. Yeah, thank you. Hello, yeah, come in. Can you guys introduce yourselves? What are your guys' names?
My name is Emerson.
My name's Jackson.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Augustus.
And what is your movie?
So our movie is A Case for Disaster.
And can you tell me a little bit about what it's about?
It's about this FBI agent that drops this mysterious case full of a lot of money, and it just so happens that two doofuses find it and fight over it, and just chaos ensues from there.
And in your film, there is a fight scene, and I was wondering what went into that to create those stunts.
2 hours on a Saturday.
2 hours on a Saturday. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, totally. It was really fun. We got coached through it. Well, one of the actors is also like a black belt in Taekwondo, and so he's really used to a lot of this fight choreographing, and so it helped a ton. And we put a lot of effort into that, especially.
Okay. What is the score that you guys used in your film?
We used Noir.
Oh, that's so great. What are some films that inspired you when making this movie?
I'm not sure if there's anything like direct, but we definitely used a lot of Wes Anderson as inspiration, as well as some of Quentin Tarantino's, I guess. We just really wanted like a very over-the-top sort of plot with high action and things. It's not like almost a parody of like James Bond.
And at the end of your movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but you include a quote, and I was wondering if you could talk about that a little bit.
Well, personally, I really love the Talking Heads, and it's it's an amazing song. I felt like it just really fit.
Well, that's so amazing. What are you guys looking forward to the most here?
I'm ready to see everyone else's films.
Same. I hope it's gonna be great. Can't wait to see what everyone's been working on so hard.
I'm also excited to see everyone else's films. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's so amazing. I can't wait to see your guys' film on the big screen. Thank you so much for sharing with us what went into making your film. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Can you introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Nick Snellgrove. I'm John Leonardi.
And what is your guys' film?
Our film is The Race, Fall from Grace.
So amazing. In your film, you have an animated character. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. When we started working on it, we decided that we wanted a live action and an animated component. So we started listening to the music, and we figured out, okay, this is what like the character needs to have. This is what he needs to do. This is what needs to happen, and sort of built the character around that. And then some of my own just personal preference.
Yeah, that's so amazing. I like how your character switches from angel to devil. I think that's very playful. And what went into when you were acting, you weren't acting to anything in front of you. Yeah, so like what went into that and like the fighting scene with the animated character? Yeah, I thought that was so amazing. What support are you getting from home? Like being here all the way in Portland. Like you're from Bozeman, Montana?
We're from Michigan.
Michigan, yes, Michigan.
We have like the support of like our parents that like helped fly us out.
Yes.
They also let us like go out, do all the filming like any times we needed. And then we've got our film teacher back home, Mr. Geyer, who sort of coached us through the whole thing and introduced us to the whole contest to begin with.
Yeah.
Which of you animated? Did you both animate?
I'm the animator. He's our film guy.
Oh, that's so amazing. So, do you want to animate as a career? Okay, that's so amazing. Well, I can't wait to see your film out there. Thank you so much for sharing with us about what went into making your film, and good luck. Yeah, thank you. I love your suits, by the way. It's so great. Hello. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Bo Berry.
It's nice to meet you. Can you tell me the name of your film?
My film is called Photorealism.
And what is it about?
It's about a young man waking up in his room and sort of, coming to terms with the fact that he doesn't socialize anymore and having to put himself out there a bit more.
And in the beginning of the film, I remember that you were looking at pictures of yourself and you threw away a couple of pictures. What did that symbolize?
That's just meant to be like, growing up and sort of realizing, sort of cringing at a lot of old memories, a lot of things that you maybe did that aren't as cool, that you just think were a bit silly.
Do you have any memories in particular?
Yes, lots of dabbing, lots of, Fortnite dancing that, no.
No, for sure. And what made it so special? 2022 you showcased in your film. What made that year so special to you?
That was just the year I made it.
Yeah.
So.
What is your favorite memory from that year?
Definitely, competing in the local Youth Silent Film Festival. That was definitely a highlight. That was awesome.
And what do you want to tell audiences who might be feeling a little scared to reach out to people who want to?
You just gotta try it. You just gotta do it. You're gonna regret not doing it, and even if it doesn't work out, you'll be glad you tried.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing with me. I can't wait to see your film on the big screen, and good luck. Thank you, Beauberry. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Ben.
Can you tell me what the name of your film is?
My film's called Crash.
And what is it about?
My film's about two impoverished brothers in the 1930s in Otago, New Zealand, who are inspired by the life of crime. So one thing leads to another, and they end up crashing a car off the side of a cliff, and they wake up in the future to reveal what happens to them in the end.
What really stood out to me in your film is the amazing set and props and costumes. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was a challenge to find all of the production design for the right period, but once we got it, we really liked it. We got stuff from like op shops or thrift stores and favors off friends and things like that, yeah.
And there's this really amazing moment at the end of the film where you and the character that plays your brother are looking out into the past and you see your sister. What is like the emotion behind that? Like what went into making that?
I really wanted to establish like a connection between the characters and like restoring that they've come from the past to the future and they're still connected to their family in a way. So I really wanted to establish that story.
What inspired you to make this film?
Well, I've always been an actor when I was little. I've been in a few short films and features and things like that. But I really wanted to get behind the camera, and I really wanted to try that writing, that directing, that producing, things like that. So that was really what inspired me to continue to do filmmaking.
Do you want to continue to do filmmaking in the future, or is this more of a side hobby?
I think I do. I think I'd like to be a producer when I'm older, things like that. Continue to make films. I really enjoy it.
Okay, that's so great. I can't wait to see your movie Crash on the big screen. And thank you so much for sharing with us a little bit about your film. Yeah, good luck. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neal, and I am one of the other Mistresses of Ceremonies, taking the mic from Maya, and I'm going to be interviewing some of our celebrity jurors. So, please, come on up. Hi, what's your name?
I'm David Kress. I'm a producer.
Hi, David. It's very nice to meet you. What are some pieces of work that you've produced on?
Well, most recently, I produced the HBO series, The Rehearsal, and here in Oregon, the portion of it was shot here in Oregon, the show Shrill, Documentary Now, and Portlandia.
All great shows. I've always wanted to watch Shrill. I always get little ads for it. What inspires you about youth filmmaking?
Well, it's the kind of business that needs constantly new people entering the field. And also, I would just say selfishly, that it's a good reminder of how privileged we are as filmmakers to get to do it when you see how enthusiastic younger people are about the profession. So it's a nice reminder.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How old were you when you got interested in filmmaking or starting producing and such?
Well, I loved it as a young person, but I didn't really, as a person from Oregon, I didn't see filmmaking as a serious career, but I still loved it and then decided in my late 20s that I was going to give it an honest attempt. And if it didn't work out, then I'd do a sort of regular day job and not feel bad about not trying. And it just so happened that for me it worked out and I was able to have a career. So I'm very thankful for that. It's been almost exactly 30 years now.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, filmmaking in Oregon is not super popular, but there's some big pieces of work that have come out of Oregon, I would say.
Certainly I'm living proof that you can start a career here and make it last the entirety of your career. You may have to go occasionally to another place to shoot, but that's normal for this business.
Right. And lastly, what do you think about silent film as a concept and having young filmmakers start out working with it?
I think it's so smart because filmmaking is so complicated. If you can take out a piece of it and then concentrate on the other parts of it, it'll help really sharpen you as a filmmaker. And this program, in particular, I've judged several years in a row, the quality is so high, the competition is so good. I can't think of a better way, a better introduction, a better stepping stone for someone than to participate in the festival.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, David. It was lovely to meet you, and I will see you later. Thank you. And now welcoming another celebrity juror. Hi, you must be Tara.
I am Tara.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sarah. I'm one of the Mistresses of Ceremonies. What inspires you about youth filmmaking?
Oh my goodness, there's so many things about this festival in particular, and just seeing young people taking control of media that is super inspirational for me as a person who wanted to be in this business when I was young, and not really having mentors or a place like this to showcase any work I was doing, or even to know that it was possible for young people and not these like older people in the business to be creating media. It's really phenomenal that there's this opportunity, and to see their voices heard is really inspirational for me.
Yes, that's such a beautiful answer. One of your accolades mentioned is that you're an advocate for equity in film, and I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that, especially from someone who's also interested in filmmaking as a woman in the industry and all of the nuances that come with that.
So there's a lot of barriers for folks within the industry. It could be financial, it could be education, it could be your gender, it could be race. There's so many things that can close folks off from pursuing a career in film, and it doesn't need to be there. Not now, when access is so easy to get yourself onto equipment. Everyone pretty much has access to a cell phone. There are other wonderful community television stations in existence where people can go and learn how to use gear and equipment and have the basic media literacy knowledge to get started. And that's important to me. Again, not having a lot of mentors when I was young, and recognizing that as a woman pursuing this in the industry, a lot of people above me were traditionally white men. And, you know, I had the good fortune of being in the right place at the right time in terms of my own career and getting promoted. But I did feel like at times I had to work doubly hard for that. And so now that I've had a healthy career, it's important for me to really think about the folks that are coming up and how to open doors, kick down doors, really just like create that pathway and make it possible for them, because I don't want to see equity in the industry in terms of storytelling go away because anyone is being prevented from telling their story.
Thank you so much for that answer, Tara. It was lovely to meet you, and I hope you enjoy the films. Thank you. And here is another celebrity juror. Hello. I was going to say last, but I don't think you are the last. Oh, it's just you. You're the last one. It's lovely to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Steve Oster.
Steve Oster. And what sort of work do you do in the industry? What have you worked on?
Well, I'm retired now, but I worked as a television producer for about 35 years. So I did one of the Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I did Grimm here in Portland for 7 years. I just finished a project for Apple Plus called For All Mankind. So that's kind of some selects from my work.
Yes, very exciting. And what excites you about youth filmmaking and festivals like this?
Well, you know, when JP first came to me, probably 2014, to say, hey, I'm doing this festival, would you be interested in helping out? When he described the process, I realized that was me when I was 12 and 14 years old. I was in the garage making, little movies with Super 8 back then, but that process of just kind of trying it out and playing with it and learning along the way was very much what started me on my career. So I really love coming and meeting everybody who's here and all the filmmakers and seeing their work and recognizing myself in them and their process.
Yes, I feel like all of the jurors have talked about how filmmaking starts from a young age and how this passion should really be nurtured and helped out by other adults in the world. What do you think about silent film and starting out with silent film as a medium and learning through that?
What I like about it is first of all, it kind of removes part of the complexity, which is actors and dialogue. that's a really, really difficult thing to master. And so this kind of excludes that aspect of it, and it heightens the visual aspect of storytelling, because when you look at really any silent piece, it's all about visually what's going on, some with of course music and maybe sound effects, but you don't have the dialogue and all the rest of that to kind of help propel you. So you have to use the visual medium, I think, more heavily to try to get the emotional resonance across.
That makes a lot of sense. And lastly, I would say, what do you think about these filmmakers being the future of film? And what do you think about how the industry is going to evolve past this point through the creativity and ingenuity of young filmmakers?
I'm always impressed with the filmmakers that I see. Each year it just seems to be getting better and better. I think a big part of that is the wonderful ability to have technology on your phone in your pocket to be able to make visual mediums. So what I love is that we're kind of entering a world where that's our language now. We speak through storytelling. Even people who are posting on their Instagram or their TikTok or whatever, that's storytelling. So more and more companies are looking not just for, what you see at the movie theater, what you might stream on or see on television, but companies need storytellers to help them get their story across. So the field of possibility gets wider and wider and wider all the time. So I think it's a very exciting time.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much, Steve. It was lovely to meet you, and I hope you enjoy the films.
You as well.
Yay! Well, Maya, that about wraps it up here on the red carpet. We have some really excited and nervous filmmakers.
I would be too. They have all won at their regional and national levels, but it all starts new again. What impressed you most during your interviews?
All of the filmmakers were so professional and so put together, and it just inspired me so much how they had traveled all over the world to present these pieces of work that they are so passionate about. I was just so taken aback by their passion and inspiration they're providing.
Yeah, me too. Wonderful. Sarah, it's time for us to open the show. We will see you inside as the 2023 Global Award Show starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Youth Silent Film Festival in Portland, Oregon, USA, at the historic Hollywood Theater for the 2023 Global Award Show. Please welcome to the stage our mistresses of ceremony, Maya Hawks and Sarah Neal.
Wow, Sarah, look at this crowd.
This is
Thank
so
you everyone for
exciting.
coming, looking sharp.
All looks so cool. Maya, good to see you as always.
Good to see you.
Oh.
Welcome everyone. I'm so happy you're here to celebrate amazing achievements in film.
We are so excited that you're here today, and we also want to welcome our viewers watching us live on YouTube. The International Youth Silent Film Festival is truly global in its participation, and we have many anxious friends and family members watching our finalists at home.
Such a great day, or morning, or evening, wherever you may be watching us. Today we will see nominated films from our regional and national festivals from around the world. All of the films use music specifically composed for our festival by Nathan Avakian. Nathan has flown in from New York to be with us and will accompany our films live. Let's give a warm thank you.
This festival would not exist without the filmmakers whose works have been celebrated all throughout this year. It is a great honor to have you all here with us today. Please welcome our filmmakers to the stage.
From Vancouver, Washington, Corbin Ormond.
From Bozeman, Montana, Hayden Shupp, Isley Michael Owens, and Caden Schrauger.
From North Bend, Indiana, Samuel Villagra Santon.
From Auckland, New Zealand, Svieta Hackett and Benjamin Buchanan.
From Rochester, Michigan, Nick Snellgrove and John Leonardi.
Winning the Long Distance Award, the people who have traveled here the furthest from Adelaide, Australia are Dhruv Rao and Bo Berry.
From Bozeman, Montana, Emerson Smith, Gus Clark, Nathan Attiker, and
Jackson Matney Baggett. From Portland, Oregon, Nathaniel Chapman.
And finally, welcome Ben Young from Auckland, New Zealand.
We also want to thank all those who collaborate with the festival: Novi Films, Brightcast, the Rose Festival and Foundation, and Oregon Ask. A special shout out to Fazan Farms for sponsoring events for the families and filmmakers during awards week.
The festival is fortunate to have many professionals in the industry who provide inspiration and feedback to our young artists. The films will be juried live to determine a winner. Please welcome in our audience our celebrity jury members. First up, please welcome television, movie, documentary, and music video producer David Kress. David's producer work includes Portlandia, and music work includes the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Skinny Hintley, and
Tom
Film
York.
Thank you, David Kress.
Joining us from Portland, Oregon, producer and director whose film credits include My Summer as a Goth, The Winding Stream, and is the founder of the Portland Women's Film Festival, a tireless advocate for equity in film, Ms. Tara Johnson-Menninger.
Joining us from Kauai, Hawaii, television producer whose work includes Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Grimm, and now streaming on Apple TV+, the For All Mankind, Mr. Steve Oster.
And finally, winner of the 2017 International Prize for his film Thomas and the Extraordinary Bathroom Incident, Mr. Bryce Brown.
Finally, the festival has some exciting news to announce. Is everyone ready? Drum roll. For next season, our age qualifications will change. We'll be increasing our age limit to 22 years old and younger.
Woo! That's right. And we'll be changing the award structure. Next season, there will be 3 categories: middle school, high school, and college. Now filmmakers will have the chance to compete against their own peers. There will still be one winner for the global prize, in addition to a winner for each category.
And we have one more filmmaker we want to congratulate, Alaya. Please come to the stage.
After we show the films, there will be a brief intermission for the judges to tally their scores. So to our filmmakers, good luck. We will see you all after the films.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, our film is called The
Unusual Suspects. The filmmakers is me, Sveta Hackett.
And me, Emma Wagner. Our film genre is noir.
Our film is about a detective who gets a case and tries to find a missing donut. And he learns the power of friendship along the way. This is our actor.
Darby Hugan. Benjamin Bucket.
We hope you enjoy the film.
Yeah.
Woo!
And this is us if we get in the water or anything.
If we go on the water, what would we do?
What would we do?
Hey all, I hope you're enjoying the night so far. No, that's so... Hey all, I hope you're enjoying the night so far. I'm Lero, I'm the filmmaker for Pale, and for it I chose the soundtrack of Reflections. Pale follows a world that's been engulfed in black and white, but in the center of one gloomy town, one lucky woman finds the unimaginable in the most significant of things. A bucket. But hey, not everything is as it seems. I hope you enjoy my film.
Good afternoon. I'm Alea Welch and I'm here from Michigan. My film is titled Gifted and uses the upbeat track Motown. This heartwarming tale is about two best friends. In the protagonist's effort to buy her friend a dress, she ends up discovering her talent or gift along the way. But enough talk, let's roll the film.
Hello, my name is Eric and I'm the creator of Coalescent, a short film about an android who wakes up to an unknown place, knowing nothing but the cable connected to them, leaving them to see where it leads. I use the sci-fi soundtrack and I hope you enjoy my film.
Wait a minute. We've been scammed. All that's in here is a case for disaster. International Youth Silent Film Festival submission starring Nathan Andecker, Jackson Mandy Baggett, Emerson Smith, Michael Toth, and Augustus Clark.
Not the one using the Noir soundtrack? Yeah, it's the one where two idiots find a case stitched by an FBI agent and chaos unfolds.
Well, I hope somebody enjoys this, because we're just gonna leave it here.
This is our film titled Home. We use the sci-fi soundtrack.
Our film Home is about a young man who finds himself trapped in rules and order. He finds a magical portal through the library that takes him into a new world full of imagination, creativity, and color. After trying to get home for a while, he later realizes, after meeting another character, that home might not always be a physical place.
We'd like to give a shout out to all the background actors who made the film possible. Also, thanks to our teacher, Peter Strand. Please enjoy the film.
Hi, I'm Tola, I'm 17. I'm Roman, I'm 16. And we filmed the short film The Map using the soundtrack Charmed. Within the film, there's two characters who discover a map and go on a journey to find treasure.
In one scene, we recorded from over 200 meters away. We had fun making the video, and we hope you enjoy it.
Hey, I'm Ben. I'm 12 years old and I wrote, directed, edited and produced my film Crash, set to the noir soundtrack. My cousins and I found a crashed car on the river in Cromwell and decided to turn it into a film about youth crime and the Great Depression. Hey Sienna, that's my sister. She's 7. She was our strongest grip and held a green screen in the extreme winds in Cromwell. And she also played Betty in our film.
Can we show them Cromwell now?
Sienna? Hey Finn.
Hey, I'm Finn. I'm 16 and I was DP for our film Crash.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm 14 and played James in Crash. I also helped carry a lot of heavy things on set. Oh, there's Sienna. And a couple of crims too. You'll see them later.
There's a lot of green screen in our film.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy Crash.
Hello, I'm Nick Snellgrove. And I'm John Leonardi. If you're seeing this, you're about to watch our silent film, The Race. It's half animated and half live action. It's about a guy that gets in a race with a cartoon character and the misadventures that follow. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Bo, and I recently won second place at the International Youth Silent Film Festival for my film Photorealism. I chose the track Reflections for my film, which tells the story of a teenage boy reflecting on his past memories and deciding to reconnect with old friends to make new memories. Please enjoy.
What's up, y'all? My name is Griffin Nichols, and my boy Corbin, he made a silent film. Yes, you put it right down there. Yeah. It's about his grandpa getting revenge on him because he saw lemon. Now, obviously, I'm not Corbin. He's behind the camera right now, demonstrating his filming expertise. Enough said. Enjoy the silent film.
And action! Ugh, cut!
What's happening? What's going on? Are you guys filming something?
Yeah, we're filming the 5-Star Cowboys with the Western soundtrack.
Oh.
Kate, get in with the times, okay? It's our critique of the modern society, social media, and the way it affects our mental health.
What?
Yeah, we wanted it to be as ridiculous as possible, poking fun at the concept of cliche Western story.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Can you hold this for a second?
What?
We'd also like a big thank you for Mary Kate and Maddie
For standing with us in the cold, trying to help us shoot this.
and
Okay.
flannels.
Yeah. Right. Bye.
Riley.
I'm Drew.
And we won first place and best cinematography for the South Australian division for The Bradman Curse.
We chose the epic soundtrack to go with our film, which sees an aspiring student writer get transported into the life of Don Bradman through a book.
Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Samuel Blogger Stanton, and I created the short Who Cried Werewolf. This mysterious creature feature uses the Shadows track, and you'll understand why as the town comes together to figure out who has committed a gruesome murder. I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who could make the short possible. Things like this couldn't be done alone. Also, probably most importantly, I wanted to thank the International Youth Silent Film Festival. For 4 years now, I've been submitting to the festival. It sparked a sense of creativity and imagination within me that has led to a jumpstart in my career in filmmaking and storytelling. It's amazing to look back and see my evolution as a filmmaker throughout the years. I wanted to thank Larry, JP, and Cindy Sedlak for championing filmmaking and inspiring future generations of filmmakers to come. Thank you and enjoy.
Daniel Chapman feels it would be a little unkind to present this picture with just a word of friendly warning. We're about to unfold the story of the Remote, a child of laziness who sought to relax in front of the television, switching through the most unusual channels of his own free will. It is one of the strangest tales ever told. Using the science fiction soundtrack, it asks the question, what to watch? I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even capture you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the resident composer for the International Youth Silent Film Festival, Mr. Nathan Avakian.
Congratulations to all the filmmakers. Yes, another round of applause. It is such a privilege to be able to collaborate with you guys, even though we don't collaborate directly. I have no idea what's going to happen when I make a score, and I can only imagine the kinds of things you guys would come up with, and you blow me away every time. And it's so exciting for me to introduce new scores because, I get to go through that process over and over again, and I can't wait to see what you do with this next one. So, just to be clear, the structure that we've adopted now is that every year we introduce one new score, but we keep the number of scores on the website capped at 10. So we introduce one, but we also remove one. And I look at, which scores were most popular, and I try and keep a good variety. And with all that taken into account, we are going to say goodbye to the Motown score this year. So, if you've already started making a film to the Motown score, because every regional is on a slightly different schedule, so we will accept any submissions for Motown in the coming cycle if you're in the middle of one of your cycles. But it will be removed from the website and replaced with this new score, which I'm going to introduce in a moment. But really quick, I just wanted to say thank you to some people that work very hard behind the scenes to maintain this organ. There's an organization called the Columbia River Theater Organ Society, and it takes a lot of work to take care of this instrument and make sure that it's tuned and playing and working every year for the festival. Rob Kingdom, who's here tonight, is the man that's in charge of that. So thank you, Rob. And so we're going to watch a montage of some films that have been made to Motown over the years, just to kind of say goodbye to the track. And then I'm going to play the new score, which is titled Fantasy. So enjoy what's coming next, and thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Vaughn. Please welcome back to the stage your mistresses of ceremony, Maya Hawks and Sarah Neal.
What an amazing legacy of visual stories to Motown. I'm so excited to see what our filmmakers will make to fantasy.
I hope it's fantastic. Thank you. I thought that deserved more appreciation. Okay. Now please join Maya and myself in recognizing the president and creator of the International Youth Silent Film Festival to the stage, JP.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Maya and Sarah. Amazing job tonight. We love to showcase youth talent in many different forms, and you were brilliant. And Nathan, oh my gosh, I mean, genius, and we are so lucky to have you do your musical storytelling that hopefully inspires a whole generation of young filmmakers. So I just can't say enough, Nathan, you're brilliant. We've had a great few days together with these filmmakers, and I know they're anxious to culminate the whole days of activities with seeing what the competition brings. But first, I'd like to welcome onto the stage our celebrity jurors for this evening. Please welcome Bryce Brown, Steve Oster, Tara Johnson Manager, and David Allen Kress. Difficult responsibility. Do you guys want to share some thoughts on what you saw tonight? We'll start with David.
Too hard. I don't want to do it again.
Okay, too hard. I don't want to do it again. Tara, do you want to grab the mic?
I agree with that sentiment. It is a really difficult and challenging task to do live judging, for one, and for the other thing is just all the brilliant films that were on screen. It was really challenging to make a choice. Also, I was just thinking about Nathan and like how amazing to see all these interpretations of your score over the years. And I was trying to count them up. I don't know how many total over the years, JP, but I just 100, I don't know, maybe more. Yeah. Many hundreds. Yes. So, what amazing. Yeah.
I'm going to echo what these two have said, and that is it is truly just so difficult because each of your projects is uniquely amazing in their own way. So congratulations really to all of you. We are sincere when we say trying to choose winners amongst that much talent is, I mean, it's trite to say you're all winners, but sincerely, it's a truth because you've just done spectacular work, and regardless of what happens today, please, please keep going and tell your stories because you all have extraordinary talent.
And Bryce has been in your position a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been in the judged position many times, and so definitely judging other people, taking that in perspective, like if I was judging myself, what would I give myself? What would I feel if someone gave me that score? And it's impossible. It's like, you know, none of the answers, none of the numbers you write down are going to be correct. Art is subjective, and all art, if it comes from a real place, is perfect. Really, that's my perspective. You guys are coming from a very unique perspective of filmmaking. you're going to look back on this time and think, wow, I've really captured part of myself then. So you guys really done something magical today. You've done something magical for the past few months, and please continue doing it. Print business cards, talk to people, and make the best of all these situations you get yourself in, because filmmaking can get you to really great places. This festival got me into school. It got me into Cal Arts, and this festival let me meet, it was 6 years ago, like today. I met the late Will Vinton. He was definitely, absolutely one of the biggest stop-motion animator influences on my life. And I am amazed I got to meet him while I can. And I'm still animating to this day. And definitely this festival, everything JP does is because of that. So remember this night. Please make sure this isn't the end of your filmmaking careers.
Oh, so well said, Bryce. Bryce, well said. All right, drum roll. So we have second runner-up, first runner-up, and the international prize winner. Ladies, second runner-up.
Our second runner-up and the winner of $500 is
Leroy Miller for Pale.
Congratulations, Leroy. He's in Melbourne, Australia today, so I'll wire you some money. No, beautiful film. Thank you, Leroy. All right, first runner-up.
Our first runner-up and the winner of $1,000 is
Samuel Villagra Stanton for Who Cried Werewolf.
Yay.
Hi, I don't know where the cameras are, but hi family, I know you're watching. I'd also like to thank my girlfriend for coming all the way out here. Everyone who worked at the Detroit Regional Film Festival, you guys have been my #1 supporters over the past 4 years. And thank you, Nathan. You've reignited my spirit to apply once again next year. What a fantastic track. And yeah, thank you, JP, for, like I said, championing future filmmakers. And yeah, what a great event. So thank you guys.
All right, time for the Big Kahuna, International Prize.
And finally, the winner of the Global Awards and taking home a grand prize of $3,000 is
Ben Young for Crash.
Wow. I was not expecting this, and I just want to thank everyone, my family who supported me through this whole journey, my friends who've been nudged into this journey of filmmaking with me through the past year. And yeah, wow. I'd really like to say thank you to some of my screenwriting friends and filmmakers who have guided me along this journey with suggestions and thoughts and things like that, and my cousins for their incredible acting and support, and filmmaking with me through this journey is just incredible. So thank you so much to everyone who's helped me. So thanks.
It's time for us to encourage all of you young filmmakers out there to go out and start filming. Entries to regionals are now open.
From all of us here at the Hollywood Theater, good night, and we'll see you next year.